Hello everyone, and welcome for this new video. So now this is just a short video to show you how you can get Dipy data that will be useful for different tutorials and for the workshop, for all the events that you can attend from Dipy. So first of all, I will for this tutorial I will suppose that you already have a good Python installation and a good Dipy installation. So this is a pre-requirement, and if you don't have them, I recommend you to go back to watch some previous video on how to install Dipy. So let's start. So at the beginning, I will open a terminal. Here I'm on Mac, but it is the same on Linux or Windows. So open your terminal that contains your Anaconda. So here I will type terminal here to get the terminal open. So the terminal is open here. Let me increase the size of the terminal. Okay. So here you can see with this keyword base, it lets me know that I'm already on the Anaconda environment, and to check that, I just need to do a conda -- version, and you can see that it gives me the conda version, so it confirms that I'm in the conda environment. The next thing I need to do is to check if I really have Dipy. So I will do just dipy underscore info, and I will do -h to make sure that Dipy is installed and it shows me all the information, the necessary information. So that's good. Dipy is installed, conda is installed. We can go ahead and try to fetch some data. So first of all, let's clear these windows. So I tap clear and restart. So to get some data, you just need to call the command line named dipy fetch. Okay. And you can list all the data that Dipy can provide to you. So if I type dipy list, you can see that he shows all the name of the data that you can download from the Dipy. So a good way to download a specific data is just to type dipy fetch. And let's select, for example, here I will select the stand for RD. Okay. And here you can see that it starts to download the data from a specific server to our computer. So it tells you where he put this data. So here you can see that all my data will be in a new folder named user, my name, .dipy, and the stand for RD. So the download will take a certain amount of time depending on your internet connection and the size of the data. So here he's going at a good rhythm. So during this time that it download, we can look quickly on Dipy website this information. So I will open a browser. So here, this is Safari, but it can be Chrome, it can be whatever. And I will go to the Dipy website. So meaning dipy.org. So once I'm in dipy.org, you can go to get an overview of the Dipy information. Then you go to get started, and you can see that you have a specific section named data here. So in this section named data, you can see that he explains you exactly how you can get data from a Dipy. So there is many ways. You can either code in Python, and he show you here how you can do it by coding in Python. Okay. He also show you the provenance of all the datasets that we have in Dipy. So here, for example, the file that the tractogram file format. We show you what it is. It is a synthetic data, and what is inside. The name here, bundle file format example. This name you can find it here on the terminal that we show that when we did a dipy fetch list. So let's show this bundle file format. Okay, it doesn't pop up right now to my eyes, but it should be here. Okay, let's pick something that's pop up in my eyes. For example, this one, the name is a senior multib, and it appears here on the list. So you have many data here provided by Dipy, and it is explained where do they exactly come from and what are these data. If they are human, like the stand for that I'm downloading right now, which type of data it is, and etc. etc. So you have all this information here, you see. So from a Dipy user guide, Dipy. Another way to get the exact same information is via the CLI, so the command line interface. So you just need to go to documentation and go to CLI workflow. In all the tutorial here, you can see that you have a section named downloading Dipy dataset. If I click on it, it tells you exactly what you can do. So you can just create a new folder. Name here we do mkdir data folder. Then you run data fetch list, what we run exactly here to get the name of the data that you want. And then you can just call data fetch the specific data set and define an output directory if you don't want this data to go to the default folder, which is user, your name, and .dipy. I will recommend you to use the default name. It will be very useful for all the Dipy tutorial in general. Another command that is not showed here and that I will show you now, and this is really useful command, is that dipy fetch all. So here the download just finished, as you can see. So now if I'm checking if the data are present, I will just copy paste the path here. Okay, I'm calling ls, which is a command to list the file in a folder, and I copy paste the path, and I can see that this folder is here. So if I'm doing the same exactly inside the folder, here you can see that I have some data, so the RDBval, the RDBvect, and the Nifty file. So the last command before I finish this quick tutorial, the last command that I want to run is that I want to show you is a dipy fetch all. So calling this data, this exact command line will grab all the name here and downloads everything, all the data that Dipy has. So as you understand, this can take hours and hours because it's a ton of data. If you run this command, I recommend you to just go for a coffee and wait for 1, 2, or 3 hours before I finish to download. So here I will start to run this command to give you an idea, but it should start like this, you see. So here it tells you which data is downloading, and it starts, and it will go through everyone one by one, and etc. etc. So now I could let it run, but I will stop it. You see now I'm switching to the next data. So let me stop this up, and that's all. So that's all for this tutorial. Few commands to remember. So dipy fetch, and the name, dipy fetch list to get the name. Okay, dipy fetch a specific data, for example this one. Okay, if the data is already present, it will tell you that it will skip the data because it's already present. Okay, and dipy fetch all if you want to fetch it all in once and not bother to do it one by one. That's all for the tutorial. Thank you for listening. Let me know if there is something not clear. Don't forget, if you have any question, to go to the Dipy website. So you have you go to doc CLI workflow and then download Dipy dataset to see some command. And if you want to know the provenance of the data, you just need to go to docs that you can see here, then overview, then you can go to get started and you click on data, which gives you the provenance of all the data through a table. Thank you and see you on the next video.